Welcome back to Taking Chances with April. Today we've got a few new products. Went to Ulta and had some fun. In honor of our new movie that's coming out tomorrow, The Lion King, I decided to get their new products that they had out. Plus I'm trying a new moisturizer, or a new primer and a new foundation. It is by Tarte. It is the High Performance Naturals Amazon Clay Full Coverage Foundation. And this one is in the color Fair Light Beige, like this. And then the primer we're going to be using is the Tarte High Performance Naturals Poreless Mattifying Primer. And we also got a new poof or sponge. It's Total Face Sponge, Use Wet or Dry by e.l.f. And the Lion King makeup that we got. It is the Lion King Serum John Luminous Can't Wait to Be Queen eyeshadow palette, which comes in a really awesome little packaging. I haven't opened any of this yet. Then we have the Circle of Life highlighter. And then we have the two lipsticks. Both of them are Be Brave matte lipsticks. One is in Pounce, which is this one, and this one is in Lion's Mane. Pounce is kind of a mauve color, and the Lion's Mane is kind of a bright red color. So let's just get started. I've already primed my face, and I've already moisturized and primed, or not primed, but done my eyebrows. First time doing it. And I used a new Revolutions Makeup Revolution London Brow Pomade, and it's in the color Caramel Brown. And it comes in a really nice box, and it comes with its own little brush, which is the one I used. It worked out okay. First time ever doing my brows like this, so hopefully it looks okay. So first thing we'll do is we'll open up the primer and start from there. This comes in a really pretty package. And it's individually sealed, which is awesome. I think it is a silicone based, but that's okay. And for my eyes, I'm going to be using the Glorious Face and My Makeup Primer by Unique. And this is just because I used to sell it, don't anymore. It got too expensive. And it doesn't take a whole lot of this stuff to do it. Okay. Let that dry some, and we'll start with the foundation. Now, as I've said before, on my foundations, I like a full coverage, and I'm looking for ones that will work with my skin tone and with the problems that I have with the redness in my skin. Another thing I picked up was an Ulta Beauty Color Correcting Liquid Concealer. It's waterproof. We're going to try that on my red spots and see if that helps that out some. So that one is in green. And if you hear little steps walking around, it's just my puppers. And so this is what I got on this. And the spoolie is not stiff, so it's really nice to work with. It's a bit rough, the poof is. So I'm going to go ahead and wet it, even though it says it can be used wet or dry. And of course I'm going to use the Grace and Stella Spray All Day and Rose Spray. All right. And the foundation comes in a really nice container like this, and it's got a nice little wood lid to it. And it also comes with a seal on the top, so that way you know you're getting a good product. From what I can see about this sponge is it does leave a bunch of indentions as you're doing it because it is a rough sponge. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. Now, as of the foundation, I might need to get a darker one because this seems like it's really light on me. But with that green concealer underneath, it is covering up the spots on my face. I think I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my other sponge. Because I really don't like the way that's doing. Thank you. Yeah, this is really, really pale on me. And this does have an SPF 15 sunscreen built into it. Now, as of the formula of the foundation, I do like the way it's working. I like the fact that it does give me the full coverage that I want. And between that and the concealer I'm using, it is most definitely helping with the redness. I'm just going to have to definitely get a darker color, because I look like a ghost. But that's okay. We can fix that in the next step. What'd you say?
You look like an albino with dark eyebrows.
I know. Trust me, I know.
That green concealer worked fine though. Yeah.
Yes, I like the concealer, and I'm definitely going to have to go with a darker
Yeah.
foundation. Definitely going to have to do that.
I didn't realize how well it was working until I looked into the thing. I told her about it. She's like,
And of course, that's my daughter and my son's girlfriend who's making fun of my makeup.
We're not making fun of you.
I'm definitely making fun of it right now. Not gonna lie.
So now we're going to do the contouring. And thanks to someone that I love watching on YouTube, that is Maria Gloria. If you've never seen her, you've got to go over and look at her channel. She does a bunch of makeup reviews. I never fully knew the difference between a sculpting powder and a bronzing powder, but she did an episode the other day that I watched, and she finally explained the difference. And I learned I've been doing it wrong all this time. But thanks to her, I'm going to be able to figure it out. And I may even, you know, link her channel down below so that way you can go and watch her. She has probably no clue who I am, but I do love watching her. She's really awesome. So the one I'm going to be using is a contour kit like this. And I got this, I believe, from Wish, to be honest. And I had never known exactly how to use it, but there's a brown one in here that I think will look good on my skin, which is this one right here. So let's go for it and see how it turns out. First thing is I look like a ghost with dark eyebrows and deep cheeks. So this will be a what not to do. Okay, I don't mind this color. It's not too dark from what I can see. But it does give more of the shadow look than what I was getting before. And so let's go in with a, there we go. Okay. I'm liking that. Better than what I thought it was going to be. I don't think I really need to go in with a contour with a highlighter because my face is already white enough. So I'm pretty sure that if I go in with anything else, then it's just going to look washed
You might
out.
want to put a little bit on your nose
Okay.
because that contour darkened it a bit.
Like that. Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
this.
yeah. I wouldn't put a lot, just a little.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that was a lot better.
There we go.
Made your nose look snatched.
We didn't get my powder.
Mm-hmm. I know which one to put. Shoot.
While we're waiting on the powder, we'll go ahead and do the bronzer. And the bronzer that I am using is the one that I love, and it's Butter Bronzer and Light Bronzer by Physicians Formula. And I'm using my Morphe brushes that I got a few months ago for Christmas. Well, with the bronzer, I was able to even out the tone so it's not as white. There we go. So now time for the powder, which I'm going to use the Lock-It Setting Powder Translucent by Kat Von D. And I don't like to bake because I have learned that with the problems that I have with my face, with the pores and all that, that if I bake, it just settles into it and dries it out really bad and it doesn't look good. So I just set the powder. That's the only thing, is this powder comes off really easy. There we go.
Do you want me to stop it?
Gosh. Alright. Time to finish to use the powder.
Because we were interrupted.
I had to stop recording for a minute because my son decided not to listen when we told him that we were going to be in the middle of recording. So,
That's okay. Nothing new. He's stubborn.
alright, there we go. Next we're going to do the blush, and that's also in the Butter Blush, and it's in the color Vintage Rose by Physicians Formula. And I love this one. It smells really good and it works really good. Just that.
You got more on this side than you do the other.
Huh?
You got more on this side than you do the other. I think you're about even now.
There we go. Alright. So now time for the fun part. Diving a package to see if I can get it open.
Which one are you opening?
So first we're going to be doing the eyeshadow. That was actually easy.
Don't you think you should do the highlights since you don't forget?
I'll do the highlight after so that way I forget. And eventually y'all get to see what my children look like. Because eventually we'll have them on here because I'll be doing her makeup, both of theirs.
Yeah.
And then maybe if she's lucky, it comes in a nice little package on the inside of that package, so that way you can actually open it up. Oh my goodness.
You trailed off and didn't finish your sentence.
I know. I do the squirrel thing every once in a while, but this is the outside of the package.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It is awesome looking. But eventually I'll do their makeup and they'll do mine. Ooh, and this has a really nice mirror to it.
Ooh.
That is beautiful. I'm going to be honest, I don't want to use it. It's too pretty to be messed up.
Oh, I'm not.
And what I'm going to be using for this is I got some new Morphe brushes for eyes. So I'm going to be using these today.
You didn't hear what I said, did you?
I think I'm going to kick my girls out here in a minute.
But you didn't hear what I said, did you?
Shush.
You couldn't see myself. I'm not.
Don't know which colors I'm going to go with. But they all look beautiful. Oh, this one came with one too. That's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. I love that goldish kind of silverish one. The one on that one, yeah. Is that, or is that green?
I don't know. It looks more like a black gold almost. I'll show
Kinda like
y'all here in a
lion's mane.
minute.
Kind of like a lion's mane. That's like super pretty.
Okay. So the color that we're looking at is the one that's down here on the corner. So, let me see. It's definitely almost like a gold color, right?
That's really pretty.
Oh, I love it.
That
should
is
use that one on the
gorgeous, and that
yellow.
was really smooth.
Is there a yellow in there?
And that one is actually called Nala.
Ooh.
And then we have
Do they have one called Simba?
this one, which is Simba.
Oh! You should use those two and then make a smoky eye with it.
And
That
then
would look really pretty.
this one is Mufasa. I mean Zazu.
Mm-hmm.
And this one
That's pretty.
is Mufasa. And this one's a little clumpy, but I think that's because I put it on my arm. But they're all really pretty.
And really pigmented.
Oh yeah.
Yes, definitely
Oh,
pigmented.
I can't wait until I get my hands on that.
My daughter thinks that it means that she gets to have it.
Nah, I just borrow without asking and never return.
Wait 2 weeks.
All right, so let's try. I'm gonna go in probably with Safari Kayak Khaki, which is this one down here, as a blending color.
Next time you point the camera or the mirror towards me, I'm waving.
That,
That is a really pretty color.
that reminds me of the beginning scene where the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
It's really pretty.
And I like the brushes too. I'd never used these brushes before, but they're really nice. I really like that color.
It looks really
It
good
makes
on
your
you.
eye pop, especially with the color of your eye.
Mm-hmm.
It was like really pretty.
That's really nice. I love this color. And it doesn't really take a whole lot to get the perfect shade. I mean, you can build on it, which is what I'm doing, to make it a little bit darker. But you don't have to do a whole lot to get it to do that.
Do they have this? Do they have a shade in the palette called Scar?
'Cause he's
No.
Oh.
Okay.
The colors that are in there are Mufasa, Zazu, the Meadows, Sire, Nala, King, Pride Rock, African Clay, Safari Khaki, Simba, Wisdom, and Landscape.
Okay, good.
You know what your eye reminds me of right now? Simba's eye. Because the lightness of your eyelid right now. It's really pretty.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna go in with, I'm thinking the African Clay, which is this one right here. Or this one here on the end. So it's kind of like a burnt umber almost. I don't know if it's the shadow or what, but the brushes almost feel wet after I put it in the shadow.
It's probably the shadow. It's probably a cream.
That is really cool. And this looks like a burnt umber in the deal, but it's coming off as almost a deep purple brown.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing bad about that. It's really pretty.
No, I like it.
I would go in with a clean brush and blend out the edges though.
Yeah. with a little bit more of that same color. And what I'm doing is I'm patting it in a little bit before I start blending it. Yeah, I like that color. I really like that color. Put a little bit more in so it matches the same as the other side. All right. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with a pop of color. I'm probably gonna put the green on because I think the green, which is the meadows, will look really good with my eye color. And that's like this. The meadows is this one right here.
I see how you are. No longer pointing the mirror towards me. Rude. What if I wanted to wave at the people? Oh my god. I like it. It looks darker in the thing though. You might have to build it up.
Yeah, it's not very dark. But it makes a good lid liner. I really like that.
Oh. It comes off super pretty on camera too.
One thing that's really good is not being afraid to play with colors. And if y'all could actually see my makeup collection, you would see that I am definitely not afraid of colors. I have tons of them.
Can't relate. I'm a neutral person. The most colorful thing I have right now is my James Charles palette.
And I think with this color, I'm not going to need to put an eyeliner on because I think it does good enough of shaping the eyes the way I want it.
I think you might need to put more on your
I know, I'm going to clean up over here first.
And I'm glad you said you don't need a liner because I didn't get one out.
Yeah, I definitely like this. All right.
Oh, she's going under the lash line.
It can be fixed. Oh no, she messed up her makeup.
I was about to like. Have a good day.
That's a
Who's
very
gonna go in
thick
frame?
glass.
Who's gonna go in frame?
It's on the ground.
I volunteer tribute. Skirt.
Yeah, it's not in frame.
Whoops, dropped my setting spray.
It's not like we need that.
Don't forget highlighter.
I won't forget the highlighter.
Said that last time too.
I know. All right. Let's try this under eye again. And just so you know, I wipe my brushes off on a towel, which helps get some of the excess off. Maybe one of these days I'll upgrade to one of those little swishy things. I may,
Maybe.
but I'm old school. Been doing it like this for years, so.
Again, can't relate.
Huh?
Nothing.
Smart mouth.
Learn from the best.
You are correct. So if I don't have a camera person for my next video, we'll know it's because I murdered her.
She's kidding.
I'll
She
just take
loves
your
you.
spot. That look of death in her eyes.
I'll take you down before she takes me down.
I'll take some Jake Griffiths, right? She's back.
You don't threaten me with that kind of stuff.
All right. I like this color. I'm really happy with the way this turned out.
Yeah. I would blend the under eye a bit more
Yeah.
with a fluffy brush though.
It's not time for that yet.
Yeah, just blend out those edges. It was looking kind of harsh. Oh wow. It looks
Okay,
so good.
before we move on to the lipstick, I'm gonna do the highlighter before I get a conniption fit from the girls in the back. And this again comes in its own little package inside the package.
So the pretty picture doesn't get destroyed.
Oh my goodness, look at that. That is gorgeous.
They can't see it on camera.
That good?
Yeah.
And there's the back. Now let's see what the inside looks like. Oh, that's beautiful. So let's see how this highlighter turns out. Oh, that's pretty. Gold highlighter. That is gorgeous. There we go. And then going with a smaller one. At the inner corners. There we go. I like that. So now we have 2 lipsticks.
Do your mascara.
Yes, Mother. Anything else? Okay, so I'm going to use the same mascara that I used last time, which is Tarte Lashes, Lights Camera.
Lashes.
I held it up so they could see it.
No, you didn't finish the name.
I said Tarte Lashes, Lights Camera.
Oh, it's lights, camera, lashes, but okay.
All right, so what I am going to go ahead and do is go in with a white liner by Unique on my bottom eyelid, just to brighten the eyes a bit.
Just for future reference, it's called your waterline.
That's the bottom lash.
Waterline. My hair caught that.
It's like, thank you.
Anyways, I like to do that because then it makes your eyes look a little bit brighter. We may not open these because they seem to not to want to be opened. All right, there we go. So the first one I'm opening is the Pounce. Oh, these are beautiful.
Wow.
So very beautiful. And then that's the color of them.
Oh, down further. On view. Ooh.
But that's a little mild for my taste some days. Ooh, and it's magnetic.
It is.
That is awesome. Just trying to figure out why these wouldn't stick beside each other. Now I know. This one is called Lion's Mane. Same packaging on it. Ooh. That is pretty.
Ooh.
But I think
It's
since
like
I
an
went
orangey red.
I know it. But I think since I went with a bright color on my eyes, I'm going to go with a more of a nude color for my lips.
That was the color of Simba's mane in the original Lion King. It took me a full 2 minutes to get that. Now I'm ashamed of myself. You should probably go in with a liner.
I don't have one.
Oh yeah.
Who's full of stuff?
They're next to her. She can get one. Maybe a gloss to spruce it up.
Let's see if we can find something to make this look a little bit. Maybe we can put this in the middle.
Blend it out a bit. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
You wanted?
Hi there, baby.
Do we need all?
I honestly think this look actually looks not too bad.
It'd look better if the foundation was your shade.
Yeah, but if I put my hair down, it doesn't look as bad. No, it looks worse because my hair's dark. But
Mostly go sleep.
But anyways, out of the Lion King stuff, I do like every single bit of it. I wasn't quite sure about the lighter lipstick, but I do like the way it turned out, and mixing it with the darker one really set it apart from its own. And I do definitely know that I'm going to play with more of the eyeshadows in there because I think I like all of them. Now, this, I'm probably going to clean it back up and just do something with it. Don't know what, but I definitely won't be using it again. But I like all my brushes and everything else that I got. And so, until next time, we'll see you then. Bye.